And back on Talk of the Town, and talking now about a subject that I'm really bad at, but my wife is great at, as we bring in the Madison Money Guy, Kristian Finfrock, to talk about having an advisor that you can trust. Kristian, I'm bad at it. I guess that's kind of normal sometimes for men.
Yeah, quite frankly, I always tell people the women in our lives generally make the financial decisions, and if not, it's usually one spouse or the other. So, it really is important, though, to get on the same page with finances because, one of you will probably end up outliving the other one, and it's important that both of you are on the same page as far as understanding your finances.
I'm sure she'll outlive me at this point, for a lot of reasons. Talk about your firm a little bit, though. Describe your firm, if you could.
Yeah, we really work with the families that have really close to retirement. They're already in retirement, or they're 5 years or closer to retirement. They've kind of already accumulated their wealth, and they're really starting to think about, how do I shift into this income phase? So, it's a different approach than what got them here generally, just growing and accumulating the assets. And most of the families that come in and see us, they're really primarily focused at preserving what they already have. And then obviously you can take a preserved approach, but how do I turn that into a stream of income? And the single greatest fear in retirement today is outliving your money. And so we teach families how to, put diversified income streams together to hopefully eliminate some of those big risks that you're going to face throughout retirement.
So if you have then like an ideal client, someone that's going to be successful working with you, what does an ideal client usually look like?
We really focus the best on people that are very close to retirement. So I would say you're 55, maybe getting into your 60s, you're really thinking about retirement if you're not already there. You've really accumulated this bucket of money, your 401k, maybe you've got some IRAs, perhaps you've got a collection of other stuff that you've accumulated throughout the years, and you're really starting to think, what's the next step for me? How do I turn this into income? We've been thinking our whole lives about growing the portfolio. So those are really our families. I would say maybe the millionaire next door, kind of families that have been really working really hard their whole lives, and they've really accumulated this good deal of money, and they need it to last. And $1 million today is so much less than it was before. And we certainly don't only work with millionaires. We work with the families that have $300,000 and $400,000, but that's it. Folks that are looking for that next phase of their lives, and how do we, not only take the financial side of retirement, which is important, but we also want to talk a lot about your purpose. What are you going to do in retirement? What's going to give you the value and the feelings that you had when you were working? Because retirement's a lot more than just money.
So if everybody's looking at retirement and that's the kind of client that you're dealing with, is the strategy then kind of like a cookie cutter, one size fits all? No. Or how do you do it?
Yeah.
Do you make it an individual type thing?
Yeah, that's a great question. And we do what we would call customized financial planning. So the reality is all of our clients look very different when it comes to retirement planning. Because listen, we all have unique ideas and goals and what we want to accomplish in retirement. Not only that, we all have different income needs. And so, we believe in taking a very individualized approach to retirement and just taking really an educational kind of aspect to retirement and teaching them, the good news and the bad news with every investment strategies. But not only that, really going through the fine print and sort of the strings attached with everything and allowing them to make a decision on how we put together their plan. So it's absolutely not cookie cutter. It's very specialized. Now, on the bigger scale, many of our clients do sort of start looking the same because they really are kind of thinking the same thing. Number one, don't lose my money. Number two, how do I get income that's going to last me, through retirement? And finally, if it's possible, grow the portfolio a little bit to leave some money behind for my kids.
Now, what kind of services do you offer then for the clients?
Yeah, well, we really focus on that income planning part of retirement. So again, generating dependable streams of income that can fight against the volatility, kind of the ups and downs in retirement. But we also do a lot of tax planning. So I'm not a CPA, I can't legally give tax advice, but I am an Ed Slot Elite IRA advisor, and that means that I focus and have a lot of education on tax planning and IRA distribution strategies. So we want to help folks protect against money just slipping through the cracks on their tax statement. Teaching them about more tax-efficient accounts, shifting money from maybe taxable to tax-deferred and even maybe tax-free if they qualify. But if they have those taxable accounts, putting tax-efficient investments in place to help them keep as much of their wealth as possible.
Wow, fascinating topic, a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah.
I guess we could talk about it all day, but
forever.
We're out of time already.
I appreciate being here.
It goes that quickly. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
You could also catch Kristian as well on the radio, right?
Yeah, Madison Money Guy, ESPN 100.5 every Saturday at 7 a.m. We talk about all these topics and more every Saturday morning.
Check them out. You'll get to hear more of them as you do that. And we'll be right back to more Talk of the Town right here on CW 57.